Protecting your mind garden, build fences, and grow strength. In the last episode, we talked about building a strong and healthy mind garden. We talked about values, beliefs, healthy soil, and the seeds we plant inside the mind. Building a garden is very important, fundamental work. But many people spend years building a healthier mind, then lose their peace because they never learn how to protect it. A healthy mind is not only built by good habits, it is protected by good boundaries, good judgment, and the ability to decide what deserves access to your time, energy, and emotions. Every garden needs fences because not everything belongs inside your garden. Some people bring support. Some people bring stress. Some habits build your life, and some habits quietly destroy it. That is why protecting your mind is not selfish. It is necessary. Today, we will look at 4 things that can damage the mind garden: animals, bugs, weeds, and bad weather. And more importantly, we will learn how to protect ourselves from them with stronger thinking, better boundaries, and smarter emotional decisions. Chapter 1. Rabbits, Squirrels, and Birds. 1. Building strong fences, mind garden boundaries. In a real garden, rabbits, squirrels, and birds often look harmless. They even look cute, but they still eat the seeds, damage the plants, and slowly weaken the garden. In life, these animals represent external distractions and influences from people, habits, and situations that seem harmless at first, but quietly drain your energy. Temptations that seem harmless at first, but slowly erode your mental space. Rabbits are the people who look friendly, but constantly bring negativity, complaints, drama, or emotional pressure. They may not seem dangerous, but after spending time with them, you often feel tired, guilty, or mentally drained. Squirrels are distractions, unfinished tasks, constant scrolling, and people who always pull your attention away from what matters. They take your focus, your time, and your momentum. Birds are more aggressive. Birds swoop down quickly, take what they want, and leave. These are the people who use your kindness, your time, your emotional energy, or your generosity. They ask too much, expect too much, or make you feel responsible for problems that are not yours to solve. That is why smart boundaries are important. Boundaries are the fences of the mind. A fence does not mean you are cold, selfish, or rude. It means you know what belongs inside your garden and what does not. Healthy people understand boundaries. Unhealthy people often become upset when you create them. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Some people deserve kindness from a distance. Some deserve less time. And some deserve no access at all. Does this person help my garden grow? Or do they damage it? 2. Your magic tool. The power of saying no. One of the strongest fences you can build is the ability to say no. That includes no to yourself, too. Many people struggle with saying no because they are afraid of disappointing others, looking selfish, or hurting someone's feelings. But constantly saying yes can damage your mind more than disappointing someone for a moment. When you say yes to everything, you often damage your mind. You say no to your rest, your focus, your time, your peace, and your priorities. Healthy people understand that no is direction. It means, this is not right for me. This is not good for my energy. This is not something I can give right now. You do not need a dramatic reason to say no. Sometimes, simple answers are enough. Thank you, but I cannot. I need time for myself. I am focusing on other priorities right now. I do not have the energy for that. I appreciate it, but I need to pass. You do not need to over-explain, and you do not need to feel guilty for protecting your peace. Kindness is important, but kindness without boundaries becomes self-neglect. You can be caring, generous, and supportive while still making smart decisions for yourself. A healthy mind needs both kindness and wisdom. Sometimes, the smartest thing you can say is no, and in the end, that is better to each other. Chapter 2. Bugs. Bugs are small, quiet, and difficult to notice at first. But if they stay too long, they spread everywhere. In the mind, bugs are internal struggles, negative thoughts, anxiety, self-doubt, and toxic thought patterns. They are dangerous because they are often invisible. At first they seem small, but over time, they slowly damage your confidence, your peace, and the way you see yourself. If these thoughts repeat every day, they stop feeling like thoughts and start feeling like facts. Change your negative thoughts to positive ones. Psychologist William James believed, people have different parts of themselves: the social self, the private self, and the deeper self. The social self is how you act around others. The private self is who you are alone, and the deeper self is your values, beliefs, and true identity. Mental bugs often grow when these parts become disconnected. You may look confident around others, but feel weak inside. You may keep pleasing people while ignoring what matters to you. This creates stress, confusion, and emotional exhaustion. That is why your deeper self needs protection. Your values should stay stable, even if your role changes in different situations. When a negative thought appears, do not immediately believe it. Pause and ask yourself, is this true? Or is this fear speaking? Many thoughts come from anxiety, stress, or insecurity, not reality. That is why healthy routines matter, and time away from constant noise. These habits calm the mind and stop negative thoughts from growing. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, I'm still learning. Instead of saying nothing will change, say, small progress still matters. Strong minds are not free from negative thoughts. They simply learn how to notice them, question them, and replace them with healthier ones. Chapter 3. Weeds. Weeds are different from bugs. Bugs are hidden thoughts and internal struggles, but weeds are patterns that stay in your life for too long. Weeds are the things you keep allowing, even when they no longer help you grow. In the mind, weeds are neglected habits, old beliefs, unhealthy routines, toxic environments, and emotional patterns that slowly take over your garden. For example, living without direction, always avoiding difficult conversations, staying in unhealthy relationships, never taking care of your body, or always putting your needs last. Some weeds also come from old beliefs. Beliefs like, I have to please everyone, rest is laziness, I must always be productive, I should stay the same person forever, or I do not deserve better. These beliefs often feel normal because you have lived with them for so long. But old beliefs are not always true, and old habits are not always healthy. Sometimes people protect weeds because they are familiar. Even unhealthy patterns can feel comfortable when you have lived with them for years. That is why growth requires honesty. You must ask yourself, what in my life is no longer helping me? What am I keeping only because it feels familiar? What habits, beliefs, or environments are stopping me from growing? Strong-minded people do not only build new things, they also remove what no longer belongs in the garden. Because when weeds are removed, the healthy parts finally have space to grow. Chapter 4. Weather. Weather is something you cannot control. Storms come, cold seasons come, strong winds come in life. Weather means difficult situations, stress, loss, failure, disappointment, or unexpected change. Sometimes life becomes difficult, even when you are doing everything right. That does not mean your garden is weak. Every garden faces storms. The goal is not to avoid every storm. The goal is to become strong enough to survive them. During difficult times, you may need more rest, more patience, more support, and more self-compassion. Strong people are not strong because life is always easy. They are strong because they continue taking care of themselves even during hard seasons. Storms do not last forever, and after enough rain, gardens grow again. Closing. A strong mind garden is not only about growing beautiful things, it is also about protecting them with a balance. Protect your time, protect your energy, protect your peace, and protect the values that matter most to you. Because the healthier your fences become, the stronger your garden becomes. This is Flower Healing Box, where we grow stronger minds,